Hello guys, good day everyone. Welcome to Shadebis Complementary Health Care. And here's my second video for the year. And the first video was all about gratitude. Thank you to those that actually watched the first video. I was trying to introduce another topic in the first video, but that's why I'm making this one. So let's get right into it. So, if you follow my mother's story, in all of my personal research, I'd like to talk about the assumed strong body system and the assumed weak body system. Now, here's my analysis, my own analysis from my personal research and expertise. We are all wonderfully created, no doubt about that. But we cannot all be the same. But our body system functions similarly. Only those that have been sick would understand all of this. In life, we do all sorts of things with our body system to get enough money to live comfortably in life. And well, that's not a bad thing. Some of us use our brain, some use our physical strength, some even use both. Some of us are so restless and we do not even create time to rest, except the normal night sleep. Even the normal night sleep, some don't get the complete night sleep. Yes, we do all of these things. We get the money, we build the houses, we buy the car, send our children to the most expensive schools and all. But we always forget that one house that we have, that only house that has made all of these things possible to achieve. Without it functioning well, we would either not be able to achieve anything or will be 6 feet below. That only house that needs our love and care is our body system. We are consciously neglect it. We take care of all other things, but not it. Well, it's not like we don't take care of it, but most of us do it in the wrong way. It's not by using the most expensive cream, it's not by using the most expensive perfume, and it's not by eating all sorts of food. In the name of taking care of our body, we eat all sorts of food that's bad for our health, stop it with carbonated drinks or beer, eat turkey, chicken all the time. We do not even give our pancreas the time to rest or do some cleaning. By doing this, we gradually kill our body system by consuming wrong choices of food all of the time. Well, most of us do this because we either do not have enough knowledge or we have the knowledge but choose to ignore it and obey our thirst for sweet things. We prefer to obey our mouth instead of our body system. Just like I said earlier, our body system is created in the best of ways. It keeps taking in all of that stress and bad choices of consumption, and we feel we are specially built because we are strong. We don't fall sick even though we take all of those things. My dear, I am here to tell you, as a natural therapist with plenty of years of personal experience, that you are the weakest. Yes, you are the weakest. Now listen, let me explain the reason. The assumed weak body system is the person that falls sick all of the time. Someone that gets constant headache, body pains, dizziness, eye pains, and the likes. They are assumed not strong, but they actually are. That is just the way their body system communicates to them. You see, all of these little ailments are called symptoms. It means the sign the body system gives. The best part is that, you see, all of those serious and terminal ailments like diabetes, kidney problem, cancer, and the likes, they don't just start in one day, aside from it being hereditary. It takes a serious or terminal ailment nothing less than 5, 10 to 20 years before it can become full-blown. All of these symptoms are the signs it shows constantly and continuously, so that you will know that there's a problem with your body system. So if you get constant mild illness, there are two things involved in basket mouth or mobile comedy tone. So it's either you are consuming the wrong choices of food, which can eventually cause a bad health, or it's a sign to a serious ailment. So when you change your diet habits, do all you're supposed to do, and it continues, then you need to see a doctor. How do I know all of this? Yes, I know this because I am in this category. Because I constantly fall ill while growing up. I was even nicknamed Tunful It's a Yoruba name for the weak one, because I was not so strong. Growing up for me was filled with pains. As a child, I battled with migraine headaches that my grandfather of blessed memory had to use incision as a last resort after trying all other ways, and it proved abortive. My sight was always blurry. I had issues with my bones, that's rheumatism. Because of that, I was always on bandage, especially during the cold season. I had severe indigestion issues. It was so severe that even when I am not eating, pepper runs back through my food pipe back to my nose. I even developed water sickness because for some reason, drinking water then to me was like taking poison. Because I fall sick most of the time, I ended up going to 3 different secondary schools. Can you beat that? Yeah, it was that serious. That's exactly how I know. When I tell you I'm a natural therapist by experience, this is part of the experience. Then I always felt like I was unlucky to have been created not as strong as my peers, because I had great dreams I was not able to achieve then, and I blamed it on my bad health. But now I know better. After becoming a standard natural therapist, now I know that all my body was trying to teach me then was how to take care of it, things that it wants and things that it doesn't. And since I have been obeying and doing all the natural therapies I know, I feel perfect, and I've been able to achieve more than I dreamed of as a child. So to cut the long story short, all I am saying is that if you get the little sicknesses, then you are lucky, even though the general belief is that you are weak. But that is not true. Also, as an assumed weak body system, when you get mild symptoms and you have the knowledge of natural therapies and how to listen to your body, all you need to do is apply it and you will be fine. Now, let me move to the assumed strong body system. To the assumed strong body system, yes, I congratulate you. Why? Because unlike us, you don't have to go through any pains in your early years of life. But if you do not search for knowledge on natural ways to live right, it is not a cause. You would eventually go through times 2 of that pains or battle with a serious ailment later in life. Now, here's the reason. An assumed strong body system is the type that never falls ill. They are so strong that even when they consume wrong and they do all of the wrong things to their health externally and internally, they still don't fall sick. Sounds great, right? Now here's the disadvantage. Your body is storing it all up for you. All of the impurities, toxins, and all of these stuff that can eventually affect your organs on the long run, which can eventually cause a serious or terminal ailment. You do not get or notice mild ailments because you are strong, and simple ailments are signs or symptoms to a bigger one. And what we do not know is that we all get mild sickness, the simple ones like headaches, pains, and the likes. But for the assumed strong body system, there are 2 things involved. It is either you do not notice them at all, or you notice them slightly, but because you are so strong it does not break you down, you continue ignoring it and you continue with your daily life running. And like I said earlier, serious or life-threatening ailments do not start in one day, except for some reasons. It all starts with mild symptoms, and if you are able to take the symptoms seriously and attend to it, you possibly will not get any serious life-threatening ailments if God wills. Now this leads me to talk about those that prefer drugs to natural ways to take care of their health. There are numerous ways that we believe in to take care of our health. Supplements, pharmacy, hospital, doctors, nurses, herbal concoction, which is agbo. Well, I'm not against any of these ways. They have been saving lives years back. But what if I tell you that there are other ways that you would not have to stress your body, especially your cleaning organs like your liver and your kidney, just by following natural therapies? You would not constantly need other ways, the pharmaceutical drugs, the herbal concoction, because your body system will not even fall sick at all. Aside from the belief in supplements to supply necessary vitamins and nutrients the body needs to function well, in the case of mild ailments, what we mostly do is rush to the pharmacy, and if it persists, probably we take you to the hospital. Now here's a big disclaimer before I continue. I am not a medical health practitioner. I am a natural therapist, and I do not discourage people from going to the doctor or hospital. I have an uncle doctor I cherish. I have doctors as friends. I have my own personal doctors as well. The only thing Sade Biz is preaching is that when you eat and live healthy, you would not need to bother the doctors all of the time over mild or serious ailments you cause by yourself with your bad consumption choices. Also, you will not need to bother your body system, especially your liver and kidney, to flush out toxic remnants, because that's where the problem with taking chemical drugs are. If you rush to the pharmacy or hospital for an ailment, even if you are given drugs, you would only get well for the while. The problem will still come back because you will still go back to that bad habit of yours that caused the problem in the first place. And after that, you start thinking it is spiritual attack. And as a typical African, I acknowledge that there are spiritual attacks, but we caused many of it by our own self. We give the doctors too much headaches with the stuff that we continue to cause by our own self, and we give the spiritual world, those innocent village people that are also busy struggling for survival, we give them too much credit for something they know nothing about. All I'm saying is that let us start this new year 2023 as a fresh start to get conscious of our health. All it will cost you is a little of your data. Join the list of my subscribers and learn free ways you can take care of your health, so you would not need to either use drugs or run to the hospital all of the time. Thank you all. Watch out for my space as I continue with where I stopped in 2022. I appreciate you all for always returning to watch my videos. Have a blessed 2023 ahead.